Let's talk about something almost every veteran dad eventually deals with: pain. Knees that talk, a back that tightens up, shoulders that don't move the way they used to. And somewhere along the way, a lot of men start believing something dangerous, right? They start believing their body is broken. So they stop training. They avoid the gym, they start moving less. And over time, that leads to something much worse than pain, right? It leads to weakness, loss of muscle, loss of energy, loss of confidence. So today I want to show you something really important, right? I'm gonna walk you through how I train veteran dads who deal with knee pain, back pain, and shoulder pain without making those problems worse. And more importantly, how we help them get stronger again. Let me give you the truth in 9 words, right? Your pain isn't stopping progress. Your approach is. Not your age, not your past injuries, not your genetics, your strategy. If we haven't met yet, my name is Nair Palmer. I'm retired Senior Chief, Special Warfare Combat Crewman. Today I work with veteran dads and busy professionals who want to build strength, lose fat, and restore their energy through my coaching practice at Parallel Performance. A huge percentage of men I coach come to me with some version of the story, right? Knees are bothering me, my lower back gets tight, my shoulders hurt when I press, and because of that, they've either stopped training completely or they've been trying to train around the pain. And they've been trying to train around the pain randomly, right? Neither one of those works well. The key isn't stopping, the key is training smarter, all right? There's a huge myth in the fitness world. It sounds like this: if something hurts, stop doing it forever. Now, obviously, if you have a serious injury, you should be working with a medical professional, right? But the reality is most people dealing with pain aren't dealing with some sort of catastrophic injury. They're dealing with weakness, poor movement patterns, lack of mobility, too much sitting on the job or even after work, or just bad programming, right? Pain often comes from imbalance, not damage. And the best long-term solution is just intelligent strength training, right? Not avoidance. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking in terms of exercise, right? But I don't coach exercises, I coach movement patterns. The body moves in predictable patterns, right? We look at the squat pattern, we look at the hinge pattern, we look at push pattern, pull pattern, core patterns, right? Core stabilization. If we strengthen those patterns properly, we fix most of the root problems causing pain, right? Let's start with the knee pain. Something that's extremely common with us over 35, right? And the biggest mistake people make, they stop training the legs. That's actually the worst thing you can do. Weak legs create more knee stress. Instead, we focus on strengthening the glutes. We focus on strengthening the hamstrings, strengthening the quads, strengthening the hip stabilizers. So, examples I often use with clients, right? We'll do step-ups, box squats, split squats, controlled goblet squats, sled pushes. These movements strengthen the muscles that support the knee joint, right? Which usually reduce pain over time. Lower back pain is another extremely common issue, especially for men who sit a lot for work, all right? But most back pain isn't caused by the back itself. It's usually caused by weak supporting muscles, those neighboring muscles, right? Weak glutes, weak core, poor hinge mechanics. So instead of avoiding training, we focus on building core stability and posterior chain strength, right? Using exercises like dead bugs, bird dogs, hip bridges, Romanian deadlifts, farmer carries. When the surrounding muscles get stronger, the back often feels dramatically better. Shoulder pain is incredibly common also, right? Especially in men who have done years of heavy pressing. Most of the time the issue is tight chest muscles, weak upper back, poor shoulder positioning. So instead of removing pressing completely, we adjust the strategy, right? We look at things like the neutral grip pressing, landmine presses, dumbbell presses, face pulls, rows, band pull aparts, strengthening that upper back, which usually solves a huge portion of shoulder problems, right? Our goal isn't pain-free. It's not pain-free perfection, right? The goal is resilient strength. A body that can lift, a body that can carry, a body that can move, a body that can climb, play with your kids long-term, stay active for decades. The worst thing you can do when pain shows up is stop moving. Movement done intelligently is often a solution, right? If you're a veteran dad dealing with knee pain, dealing with back pain, dealing with shoulder pain, and you feel like your body just doesn't respond the way it used to, you're not alone and you're definitely not broken. You just need the right structure. That's exactly what I build with my one-on-one individual design coaching clients. Every program is customized around your schedule, your injuries, your goals, your lifestyles. But if you're not ready for coaching yet, then do something, start simple, right? Download my free guide, 5 Keys to Boosting Your Metabolism. It'll give you a clear starting point to rebuild energy, rebuild strength, rebuild structure. The mission evolves, but the standard doesn't, right? Stay strong. Parallel performance, elite standards, everyday life. Salute.